Call starting.
Yep, call starting.
Hello.
Hello, Dally. Good
That was me, is it?
Hello.
Yay! Technically, it's also Dave because he's here as well. Hey, Smarts.
Hello, Dave.
How you doing?
Smarty and whatnot.
You are overwhelmed by the British.
Wahaha.
Indeed, because the Americans couldn't be bothered to get up this early.
I'm sort of up early. I haven't had my full 8 hours sleep because I'm bad at planning.
Oh, I have more than 8.
Well done.
Alright, now I just gotta get my windows right so that I can see the chat and whatnot. Okay. And minimize a whole bunch of other crap. Okay. I think we're on, and oh, I messed that up. There we go.
Oh, I should open it.
I'm still a bit kind of coughing this morning, so I apologize in advance for that.
I know how it goes.
But yes, we're going to be starting strong with the British.
The British contingent of the Molars.
Going into this. Good morning.
No.
I just woke up, got on my computer, and saw that the stream had just started.
Yep, literally just started, so.
The British contingent and Lapis.
Yeah. We got lots of British people in the stream right now, and a few people in the chat. Hello, people in the chat. How are you doing today?
Hey, chat people.
I'll wait 10 seconds for you guys to reply to that.
We also appear to have Zarhan.
Ah, indeed.
European contingent.
Yeah, this is going to be a marathon. I'm just going to run this basically all day because I've got really not much else to do today, so.
And we are celebrating.
And we are celebrating. We are celebrating the fact that Fallout Dragons is 1 year old.
Woo!
Which is awesome.
Also, Aline is in the chat, and I want to say, Aline, your Zenkarn bone armor fan art, that was awesome.
Yes, good stuff. Good stuff with the fan art.
That was cool.
At any rate, I'm gonna get this started.
Woo!
People in the chat, the people in the call are have to mute the stream, but let me know if the volume between like us on the us in the call and the game is balanced or not. Because I think the game's still a bit loud right now. I lowered it a bit. Oh man. Basically, when the session ended last night and I just like started tinkering it around to make sure that this would work properly, I ran into so many like issues and things that needed updating that I basically didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. So now I'm going to be marathoning this with slightly less sleep than I would have wanted going into this, but
I'm totally there with you, Spud. I was up till like 2 AM trying to make Oblivion more playable.
Trying,
failing, and then I just couldn't fall asleep. I was just in bed for like at least 2 hours trying to sleep, and then finally dozing off.
Alright, looks like the game's still a bit loud, so I think when the dialogue starts, we'll just, I guess everyone just kind of be quiet while we wait for it to finish.
War.
Starting about now.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking
Oh my
territory
god,
and
holy
wealth
shit,
in the
that
dry
is
and
awesome.
merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert.
What's awesome?
I hadn't seen the fucking 3D Aurelia somebody's working on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright,
And a great
let's
wall
let this play out
spanned
still,
the
guys.
Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition.
Man, I'm having so much trouble.
But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the new Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the new Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
And we're back.
Alright, but anyway, yeah, no, Jesus, that was... I didn't... The friggin' 3D Aurelia somebody's working on. That's
that
friggin' awesome.
That was pretty awesome, yeah. So far, does good work.
Oh, yeah, okay, so my stream is like 10 seconds behind.
That's pretty much average for Hitbox.
That's how it tends to go.
Now it finally is working steadily instead of keep blacking out. Damn.
Yeah, it was doing that for me. It seems to be okay now.
So anyways, you're starting this from the very, very beginning.
Yep.
Valeria!
Oh, now the game's all quiet like it should be. I guess the movie wasn't affected.
So you're on Fallout, right?
Fallout New Vegas.
Time to put in my character's name.
I've been watching Flim Flam Philosophy's playthrough.
So has Yoshi.
I've heard that's a pretty good playthrough as playthroughs
Yep.
go.
It's quite funny.
He's nearing the end, and it's like the 79th video came up like last week or something.
That's a long one.
He's doing all like the DLCs and stuff like that too, so
Yeah,
that's why it probably took a little bit.
Probably, yeah.
At least 10 or so videos was about the Sierra Madre,
He was
then
sick.
there was
He
at
was sick
least as
during
many
that.
videos for the Big Mountain.
So here's a
Watch the-
question. You guys know who voices Benny, right?
I
Who,
don't know.
this guy?
No, the guy that shot
Benny,
you.
the guy in the checkered shirt. Because I was really
Oh, you
surprised.
mean Ken?
Sorry?
Yeah, Ken.
Ken.
Yeah, Ken, yeah. It's
Ken.
Sorry.
Yeah, Flip Flam Philosophy, since he's all plasticky and he looks like the Ken doll or whatever, he refers to him as Ken. He's like, Ken,
he's
why
Matthew who?
why did you kill me?
Chandler from Friends.
It's him?
You be all happy with
Yeah.
Barbie and stuff.
Wow.
Basically, I was like... I was like, his voice sounded kind of familiar, and Dave looked up who it was, and he wouldn't tell me for ages. He said, see if you can figure it out. And it took me about a week, and then I went, is it Matthew Perry? And he went, yes. And I'm like, oh.
It's Matthew Perry.
It's harder to hate him now, knowing that.
It is. You can't hate Matthew Perry. He's just such a cool guy.
Are you looking for the spikes, Spud?
Yeah.
The only time I've ever been okay with the spikes.
Yes!
I normally just hate that hairstyle.
You're gonna give him right hair.
Wendy the Welder is usually the only decent haircut if you don't have mods.
There aren't a lot of decent hairstyles in Fallout.
I don't like what the bright gold does to her eyebrows. So.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, that's fine. You gotta make her realistic. Ish.
Yeah.
As much as you
go
can.
With gold preset color, Iron Maiden, African American, just so we can try and approximate that sort of black scale color. And this is our humanized Aurelia. This is Equestria Girls Aurelia.
Equestria Girls Aurelia.
Oh, right, now I want to draw Equestria Girls Aurelia. Thanks, Bud.
I think I did.
Oh, brilliant. I know you draw humanized Aurelia. I liked your humanized Aurelia.
I still need to do the rest of them.
Doesn't she have, like, gold or something?
It's much brighter gold, but I tried to do that, but I didn't like that.
Oh, okay.
It looked like eyebrows were going to jump off her face.
Yeah, basically. The eyebrows were like the deal breaker.
Super bright eyebrows.
Eyebrows too bright. Must change their color.
Ancient Adam says, if Equestria Girls was a horrific wasteland, and there's an obvious joke that comes to mind.
Right.
You're saying it's not a horrific
try to
wasteland?
make a very balanced character.
Well, I don't know.
Here,
The second one was alright.
Play style.
Yeah, but the first one was like, really bad.
I like.
I don't know. I liked both Equestria Girls.
The thump.
The second one was a little bit more, tighter, but still.
I found both of them entertaining to watch, but both of them had serious flaws.
Anyway, I never know what to do with the starting stats, to be honest. Anyone have any good suggestions?
Okay, well, what are you going to use? You need perception for energy weapons.
Yeah, we're definitely shooting for energy weapons or shooting for
Probably
getting a plasma caster.
Yeah, you probably don't need a strength higher than 5, but I would be... I don't know if a 4 would be enough.
Put some in endurance.
Yeah, I was thinking endurance.
Yeah, I would do perception, endurance, and give her a little bit of luck. If you want to.
Well, doesn't she need, like, at least an 8 agility? Or am I thinking of other Fallout games?
You might be thinking of small guns.
Oh, wait, no. Agility was the action point stuff, and that doesn't exist in this type of game, so...
Yeah.
But
if you made a character...
It was necessary for, like, a bunch of the headshot abilities and stuff like that. Or, like, that kind of stuff.
Maybe
modified range combat to some degree. I don't know if that's the same in this game.
Aurelia don't need no charisma. Aurelia has a plasma caster, or at least she will eventually. Oh man, you need to go to the robot
Plasma
factory
caster
and
needs an 8 in strength to use? Seriously? Frack.
Well, really?
Well, remember, there'll be ways of, like, raising those stats otherwise.
True.
Double cross his hair.
If you get power armor, your strength gets boosted by, like, 2, I think.
Yeah, there's that. And there's also, like, if you did, say, the Big Mountain DLC or whatever, you get a bunch of cybernetic upgrades.
True, but how much time do we have for that?
I have no clue.
He
did it.
But I mean, do we really have enough time that you're going to get
know.
to a plasma caster anyway?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be doing this all day. I'd like to try and finish the game, or at least make a significant chunk in it.
How far in the game is a plasma caster?
Silver Rush.
So not that far.
That is.
You just have to get to New Vegas.
Then what I would do is put your strength at 7 and then get an implant once you get to New Vegas.
Yeah.
Get the strength implant. That'll
Or,
put you
you
up
know,
to
you
8.
don't have to go for a plasma caster. You could go for another awesome energy weapon, like you matter modulator. Just
So what does Luck do in this particular?
But I mean, he's doing Aurelia, and Aurelia's signature weapon is that plasma caster.
Luck is crits and whatnot, and all skills.
Well, perception is the draw distance, basically. It's like how far away people spawn and stuff. So, like random encounters and stuff. So the higher your perception, the better.
Quick note, you guys. Double Cross is hanging out in the chat on mute, and she says plasma gun is a special kind of charisma.
Yep.
Indeed.
Perception is explosives, lockpick, energy weapons, accuracy, and compass range.
Oh well, that's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
As I was watching through the playthrough, it seemed that there's a lot of security things, both in like the mechanical security and in like lockpicking doors.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah, you always want at least a basic level of science and lockpicking in order.
Science.
Science.
It's funny because like there's also options. There's also like talking options if you have like a high enough barter science.
Have you not played New Vegas, Azure?
The best one for New
I have not. After the first Fallout 3, I was like, I'm so much used. I'm too used to the old style that I just couldn't get into this. So no, I haven't played this, but like Canis. Oh God. He can't stop talking about this game.
Well, because he's Mr. House. He's got the voice for it.
Mr. House.
Oh, and that was another voice.
He loves
that
this
Dave
game with a burning passion.
I'm
thinking
another one?
Thinking 7763557.
Oh, hang on. My fish and
pretty
chips
good
are here.
for
I'll be right back.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's not a bad stat block.
It's a pretty good stat
I don't
block.
think this is terrible.
No.
I mean, you're not going to be doing the charisma options and anything, but that's fine.
As much as I love my
Charisma
speech
options
characters,
mostly are the talk skill.
As much as I love my speech characters, we're not doing that.
Yeah, once you get to like 50 or 75 speech, you're pretty much set.
Aurelia speaks
The
gun.
game. I think there's like one charisma option in the game.
There's a couple of charisma options in the game for 100. Most of them are at the very end. At the very end, if you have 100 speech,
is there any specifically for charisma?
There are
no
some like special score based.
Yeah, I know there's an intelligence one for like 7 or 6 or something like that.
I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
But yeah, it's mostly skill.
Aurelia would say
House.
Intense training. Oh, right, because there's probably a perk that increases.
Yeah, intense training. You can do that.
I should also mention one of the mods I installed is Littlepip's Fixes.
Oh.
Which
does what?
It's basically a kind of a grab bag overhaul type mod thing. There's a bunch of tweaks and rebalancing and restored content and all sorts of stuff.
So there's a mod that you put in?
Oh, there's a few mods. I've got a sticky message in the livestream chat.
I wonder if there's a DLC that just gives you a plasma caster.
I have all the DLC. There is not.
Aww. Is there a mod that gives you a plasma caster?
I imagine there. I mean, I imagine it would be.
First one.
Do you have what is it? Do you have the signature armor and weapon mod?
I took those off.
Oh, signature weapon would have been great with the plasma caster.
Yeah, it would have, but I don't know. I haven't seen that all the way to the end game yet, so I don't know.
So hey, it was kind of blinking you miss it. What did you put for Aurelia's response to Mother? Because I'm curious.
Cookie jar, I think I said.
Interesting.
It's like, no, I'm too, I'm not going to think about my
Is there any like text or something in revolving around these pictures, or just?
It's base. Yeah, it's like.
Or you just see the picture and
no,
then
it's.
like...
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Okay.
Is this current one, and it's you know a dream.
I don't know. Is Aurelia adaptable like that?
I have no opinion.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Are you going to turn the dialogue subtitling things on after this, do you think, Spud?
I think the dialogue subtitling is already on.
Oh, it's just being a bit...
Tell me what you see.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Because I have it muted, because otherwise I'm hearing
you
double
you
talk.
Yeah.
We hear you double, yeah.
Which is disappointing that I cannot hear. Gunrunner's Armory gives you access to a unique plasma caster called the Smithy Special.
But you have to make it all the way to, you know, the Gunrunners to get that.
Yes.
And you have to have the ridiculous amount of caps to buy their unique weapons.
Right.
Though getting ridiculous amounts of caps
Or
is
you
not
can get
hard.
a bunch of stealth and stealing and just hope that you can get it all.
This is not.
But I don't know if Aurelia
Aurelia
is one of those people that goes around and steals things.
Aurelia is a little bit stealing.
Also, the Littlepip's Fixes mod adds this. Probably my favorite bit is this line here. It adds the
Two bears high-fiving.
Two bears high-fiving line.
Yes!
Well, that's all
Yes.
she wrote.
I looked for that when I played. It's like, why isn't it here?
Have a look at the results. See if it all seems.
But that's all kind of noise when it's just, hey, let's it's basically the goat from Fallout 3. Let's pick some tag skills.
Meh.
Energy.
If I recall, though, there is some reference to the two bears high-fiving somewhere, and I think Old World Blues or somewhere else,
It's
because the
in,
game
all
developers
this
were
times.
aware of it.
Yep, it was.
You
It
have-
was a pretty.
So yeah, you need to have energy weapons tagged.
If you have Wacky Wasteland enabled, when you play Honest Hearts, one of the people there is called Two Bears High-Fiving.
Oh man.
Yes.
Now, there was... Okay, so... In one of the Fallout games or whatever, there was some sort of weird, I guess, glitch, where, like, one of the energy weapons actually used the gun skill. Is that the same in this?
I wouldn't know.
Where there's,
No.
like...
No, that was in Fallout 2, I think.
I'm thinking energy weapons, lockpick, repair.
Yeah, definitely repair.
Repair is for, like, getting the most out of your repairing.
My main spread is usually, initially, whatever weapon skill, medicine, and repair.
Yeah, medicine's probably good.
Although
I can build up
heard
science and lockpick
that you
later.
could get, like, I don't know, a laser pistol or something like that pretty early in the game. From what I hear. I mean, like Hannah told me about... like,
There's a laser pistol in Doc Marshall's house.
oh, okay. Well, there you go. Straight to energy weapons.
Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family.
So, do we want to do Wild Wasteland on this run?
Oh, you mean where you have to sip at your canteen and stuff?
No, that's hardcore mode.
No, that's hardcore. World Wasteland is just...
There are
the
some
fun
silly
things.
elements added. And
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you mean the traits?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather have, like, good traits myself.
There aren't a whole lot of good traits at the start. There aren't a whole lot of good traits I like from these starting ones.
Aurelia is probably not small frame, even though that's probably a great thing to do.
Actually, I can see her being small frame, but...
What's built to destroy?
It's, plus critical hit, but weapon condition decays faster.
Oh, yeah.
My
Oh,
recommendation is that
what
you
about
always
Porter?
grab... You
She is
always
a dragon.
grab... Always grab skilled. The one that reduces your experience gain for more skill points.
Oh,
because
yeah, that's good.
it's always good because this game is mostly leveled to you, so there's no point
Also,
needing.
because of Littlepip's fixes, also rejiggers a lot of the traits and perks. So skilled actually, instead of giving you +5 to everything, you get an additional skill point each level.
Ah, but does it still reduce?
It still reduces your experience gains by 10%.
Well,
yeah, that's still acceptable.
All right, skilled in
I'd
Wild
do
Wasteland.
skilled in Wild Wasteland.
Yep. All right, that's always a solid choice.
Skill each level.
I'm gonna grab
that will add up. So what does Hoarder do in this?
It's like you get more carry weight, but you get some stats reduced if you're not carrying below 100 pounds of stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, eventually you'll end up just doing that just from having power armor on or whatever, but...
Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave them no...
Yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot of traits I like out of the starting set.
No, I don't like most of the traits either. My usual runs are skilled in Wild Wasteland.
Wait, that's useful.
I grew up in one of them vaults and made before the war.
I like the 4 Eyes trait, but the problem is it prevents you from wearing power armor helmets later, I think.
Yeah.
Then you lose perception.
And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife. I think she was about.
What's a Pip-Boy glove? Is that armor?
It's the glove.
It's
Pip-Boy. It's your computer.
It's just the Pip-Boy.
Oh, okay.
It's your HUD, basically. HUD and menus.
Aurelia says you shouldn't have gone through my stuff.
Didn't have much choice, I'm afraid. But I understand the sentiment. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town.
What, you didn't thank him?
For yourself in the desert. She'll likely be
She's kind of cranky right now.
Okay.
Dude, she got shot in the head.
Might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella.
And she's a human for some reason.
Sunny Smiles, the first of the ponies that you meet.
Okay, had to mute while I coughed my lungs out. So the big question here is hardcore mode. Do we do it or not?
Don't.
Yeah.
So many people are like, yeah, hardcore mode makes things real more realistic. It makes the game more tedious and less fun.
Actually, I actually really liked my hardcore run, but I don't think I'd recommend it for this marathon.
No.
I'm too young to die.
Okay, let's look the crap out of this guy.
Yes, you must have your laser weapon.
Oh, there's a laser pistol in that metal box. That's excellent.
Gotta get yourself a Wazen rifle.
Indeed.
It's nice that he lets you just take everything.
He's not looking.
How do you recharge energy cells? Because I keep seeing that.
There's it's workbench stuff.
Ah. Yeah, that's the only problem with Flim Flam is that he doesn't do a lot of that stuff, or at least on screen.
I don't like workbench stuff either, to be honest. Recharging bench, either way.
I never used the recycling or recharging bench. It's really tedious to get it all working. And the thing is, you get so much ammo of your own right and other things that you don't need it at all. To be honest, only the very beginning of the game ever feels like you're strapped for resources, because like all RPGs, you eventually get to the point where, oh yeah, I'm kind of a walking badass.
Yep, that's
and
the
I've
same
been hoarding all this stuff. And
it's actually the same for a lot of Fallouts.
One more question before we leave Doc Mitchell's house. There's a bunch of small DLCs. That give you a bunch of extra items at the start of the game that really just kind of let you steamroll for a bit.
Sure.
Littlepip's Fixes kind of takes a lot of those away and gives the ones in the courier's stash in this little briefcase near the door. Inside there's some armor, some unique weapons.
Laser weapons?
Doesn't look like it. It's
I'd grab the vault armor. Because that's not really all that great. You can get armor about as good as it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Probably. I'll take that. Armor sheet is really good, but not terribly special.
Yeah. At least have the armored jumpsuit.
Yeah, I think that's all we'll do.
The rest of that is, I mean, you could take the machete if you want.
Yeah, I like the machete as a starting weapon. But the rest,
yeah, the rest you can leave.
Yeah, not really gonna find ammo for a lot of that stuff, and I don't want to do heavy armor, so not yet anyway.
Not until power armor. I mean, you have to do power armor at some point.
Yeah, I think we're gonna probably do a power armor. We're probably gonna end up doing
no grenade rifle. Bad tinker.
Yoshi says time to drink all the wild Pegasus.
So Aurelia is going to do wildcard ending, right? Because fuck all that authority figures.
I don't know. It's always a debate for me between.
No. You have to take. You have to take Vegas. She must sit on a throne.
Renegade teenager.
I think my favorite thing about NCR and Wildcard, though, is that NCR and Wildcard are the two that allow you to actually make every group happy at the end.
Really? More or less.
Yeah. Because Caesar's Legion fucks everyone over, no matter if you get everyone on your side or not.
It's not that they are so extremely good. There are some dark spots in there, but Caesar is just like everyone suffers.
You wouldn't do Caesar anyways because you're a woman.
Happy trails.
Yeah. Yeah.
They would make you their sex slave, basically.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Caesar's Legion is so fucking awful. Like, they're just the worst.
It's like Nero.
I don't know why, but I know why. I always feel worse about going with Caesar's Legion than I do about doing the nuke in Megaton. Because at least with the nuke, you kill all those people really quickly. With Caesar's Legion, you condemn the entire area to rule under a torturous dictator.
I've just found myself just instinctively...
skip the tutorial. Fuck her.
I'll do the shooting part and then kind of skip the rest.
You have to show us the laser weapons.
Get a free gun.
Yeah.
Did you equip the armored jumpsuit yet?
Oh, I haven't. Nah.
Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
I return. Are we still having fun, children?
Oh my god,
yes.
You missed.
I didn't say I was a sharpshooter.
No, actually, you can miss even when you're aiming dead on if your gun skill is low enough.
Yeah, that's true. It does jigger it around a bit.
Princess Aurelia.
Princess Aurelia.
Yeah, it's not as noticeable when your skill is actually good in the guns, because if you have a good gun skill, you won't miss when you're aiming dead on at something. But if you don't actually have gun skill, there are actually hit rolls when you shoot.
Reminds me of, like, the first DSX.
Spud, I just noticed the link to the Google Doc with the FAQ. That's really neat.
The what FAQ?
On the stream, Spud's put a link to an FAQ for this run through, saying what the goals and the mods are.
Where?
There's a sticky message in the live stream chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said I'm aiming for NCR ending, but I don't know, I might still do wildcard.
Well, if you do NCR, at least take out Mr. House and take over the strip for yourself.
I think I never said.
And then
Mr.
join
House
the
anyway.
NCR.
Yeah.
the NCR usually has you take out Mr. House anyway.
Yeah.
Right, but then, take over everything for yourself, and then you say, okay, I'm lending you the Securitrons or whatever. If you can do that.
No, you can't. If you go that far so as to have the Securitron army for yourself, you can't then
that's
turn around
the point
and let
of
the
no
NCR.
return.
Aww.
It's a bit too far.
It's a bit to the point of, but the conversation is great, especially if you have a high persuasion, like, speech skill. When he comes in, you can just, like, kind of verbally abuse the guy. It's so funny.
Can I just express my approval for Aurelia just casually crouching on the table?
She's casually just watching them.
Yeah,
I thought that
I would
might be fitting.
suggest not doing the Sierra Madre DLC because that takes forever. Because you have to do the whole thing where you have to like
any one of the DLCs will take
all
forever.
of the DLCs take forever. That's the problem. You start them and you can't leave them until you finish the main quest line. Except the only one you can leave at any time is the friggin' Lonesome Road. But Lonesome Road, you have to be the highest level to even have a hope of completing, and then it's a tedious run.
No DLCs.
Probably not. I mean, I kind of want to if there's time, but that's a big if.
If you do one, the most lighthearted and best for streaming would probably be Old World Blues.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You have a mod that makes things less orange? Is that like is that a big problem in this game?
Well, remember how Fallout 3 was oppressively green?
This is oppressively orange.
This can be oppressively orange.
Huh, interesting.
So we've gone from famine to pestilence. No, pestilence to famine. God damn it.
I think everybody gets that around the wrong way.
Yeah,
I got
it seems like everybody messes that up sometimes.
Because I was like, is this the right way around? Because I was drawing the fold.
Man, there's 3 mods just for stability. That's terrible.
I get paranoid about that. It's usually not a huge problem, but like if I'm going to be doing this all day,
that's fair. And streaming to boot. So.
And streaming to boot.
And most of what's in there is junk.
Oh, there's a billboard and poster with pony stuff thing. I must watch for those billboards.
There'll be one pretty soon after we leave Good Springs.
Is there at least one with Pinkie Pie smiling and it just says smile?
I don't.
Pinkie Pie is watching you forever.
So. Yeah. There's one. They're vaguely Fallout Equestria themed, ministry mirrors.
Oh.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck. Until next time.
Anyway, we're gonna go raid a schoolhouse real quick.
The schoolhouse.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have a third option for this one because I have a mod that lets me just blow open locks.
Oh yeah.
That would
so
be
it's like you can pick the lock, you can hack the computer, or you can just blow the lock open.
Do you have to have like specific like?
No, you just have to use enough explosives.
Yep.
That sounds like a pretty awesome. Just because that's like what you should be able to do in things like D&D and stuff. Paper and pencil
It works with all lock things. So if I come across a door that I can't lockpick and I don't have the key for, I just pull out a couple of mines, throw them by the door.
Someone's got a leaf blower going on outside. I better close the window fully.
I thought you were talking about in the game for a second. It's like, oh, a leaf blower. You can loot that for parts.
Disappointed they took out the rocket launcher in New Vegas. That was the best weapon. Because his ammo was anything. It's just like, oh, there's a plate, there's a teddy bear, there's a truck. You just shove those in there.
Dibs on the teddy bear.
I think my favorite ammo for it was using pre-war money because there was a lot of pre-war money everywhere. So I just, start shooting money at people.
Clearly someone needs to play a Zen car and get the rocket launcher and just fire books at everyone. Knowledge is power, suckers!
Or bones.
Yeah, you have found a mechanics issue. Now you will read it.
Books and the bones.
I've got a locksmith reader as well. The question is, which one do I really want to use on this?
Well, why don't you use them both?
Well, you use one, no reason to use the other, but...
What? Why not?
Well, on this particular puzzle, you either use the terminal to unlock the safe, or you just pick the lock on the safe.
Oh! I was like, why didn't you just But you can still read both of the books, right?
Oh yeah, but
okay, that's what I want.
I want to save, Locksmith's Reader for later.
That's a magazine rather than a book.
Why do you get more from it?
Magazine's temporary.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah.
Books are permanent. Magazines are temporary. I learned that the hard way when I read the lockpick thing, and then oh, that's a nice buff, and then later
then it goes away.
Like, and it's worn off. It's like, Incidentally, Spud, I very much like the wording on your mod explanations. It's like, first mod, to avoid hanging and crashing. Second, to really avoid crashing. Third, stability is important, you guys.
I'm disappointed that
I
Dragons
did not
wasn't
read
the password.
the original script. What did it say? On the screen.
It was jargon.
It was just computer jargon.
I'm hacking in.
Yeah, but doesn't it?
There is no useful information on that particular screen.
This is
I thought that's how it worked.
This is how it works right here.
It's just computer jargon that you use to bypass the login screen.
Double Cross says crashing is not appropriate.
I'm disappointed that Dragons wasn't the password.
Try Civilization, that worked last time.
Well, it is the place to be.
Yeah.
So how did you choose whether it was heading or not?
You just click a password and see if
you
it's
click
right or
one,
not.
and it's a puzzle where a certain number of the letters are correct.
It's basically Hangman.
Yeah.
But made a mini
sure
game
the stuff they say doesn't matter.
No, it's all just fluff to show that you're hacking into the computer system.
It's a mini game. Like Spud made for us when we were hacking.
And that screen shows up every single time you access a computer terminal.
You can't just click
You can't just click past it.
Oh, okay.
DC says, I'm in. Sunglasses and electronica. DC, I wish you could unmute. You're funnier in your own voice.
Did those screens ever matter in 3? I don't know.
I don't think they did.
I'm pretty sure it was the exact same system.
I don't think those screens have ever mattered.
Like, if you had the password, you used the password. Otherwise, you hacked and dealt with the jargon.
Another question. Should I do Ghost Town gunfight before leaving Good Springs, or maybe just forge on ahead, underleveled?
Did you forge on everything?
Maybe come back if I deal with the powder gangers. I don't know.
You equipped everything, right?
I've got stuff equipped, yeah.
I guess maybe it's just me and how many times I've played this game, but I have no interest in watching Ghost Town Gunfight after playing it like at least 10 times.
I have the game on 2 consoles, and I still haven't beat the damn thing.
Oblivious.
It's a long-ass game.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently the very first computer in the overseer's office was important, but that's it.
You have the armored jumpsuit on?
Yeah, I got the armored jumpsuit on. I got the stuff.
Alternate universe where Powder Keg is the leader of the Powder Gangers.
Oh dear.
Yes.
What?
Well, it would work.
Oh hey. It's a Wild Wasteland event.
It's the fridge. The fridge. Go to the fridge.
It's the Indiana Jones fridge.
Yay!
Take his hat. And then equip it.
You're not the boss of me.
But you need that hat.
But
you're not so big.
Well, it'll cover her spikes.
True.
But she needs the hat. It's Indiana Jones's hat.
There we go. Swag.
Well, actually, that does bring up a good point. Is there like any option to equip the hat but not display the hat?
No.
No.
Damn it.
This is
that would be an awesome thing.
I did install a mod for Skyrim which made all helmets invisible.
I have that one as well.
There's actually a nice one that turns that has the helms.
See a billboard later?
It just gets worse the further north you go.
The hell is this guy?
Getting an endless loop of ads. This is annoying.
Oh boy.
That's why I have ad block.
Yeah, it did that. It did that a bit for me. It did settle down eventually.
I don't remember this guy. He must be one of the Littlepip's Fixes ads.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't remember this guy either.
Well, he's a trapper, basically. He goes around hunting stuff for skins.
Yeah, he's not exactly a huge character, but...
Yeah.
He's orange, apparently, according to Double Cross.
But we're trying to reduce the orange.
You can't... Sorry. You can't totally get rid of it. It's just not possible.
Hatter says he's vanilla, but I've never seen that guy.
I think if it's like if you leave right away. Oh, here's one of the pony retextures coming up.
Pony?
I'm trying to see it, but I still can't get past the ads.
Ah, bridal name.
Oh, yep.
Yay! Pony.
Yeah.
That's not Fallout Equestria themed.
No.
Shush.
I mean, it's more of a pony texture replacement than a Fallout Equestria texture replacement, but there's still some stuff.
But I do love that because that's an actual billboard.
Yeah.
They did at one point. So
it is.
Back in the days of yore when it was Hub Network and not Discovery Kids, which is only like a couple months ago.
There's this other billboard today.
It's just the Vicky and Vance Casino. It ain't ponies.
Pony.
It's not a total texture replacement mod, but it's just a few key ones.
Submachine gun.
If you can't beat him, you're not trying hard enough.
Chowder keg, tempered seal, fire, fight.
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, I can understand Chowder keg, but then she's not continuing with the food-related puns.
I don't think that was the priority.
I don't know what it was.
It should be tempura steel.
There, it wasn't intentional food puns.
Oh. Tempered veal. Yeah, that works.
It's rhyming.
You killed the baby. You killed the baby gecko.
So,
Powdered leg.
It's good eats.
Gosh, I am coughing a lot more than I expected.
Yes, I defeated the ads.
Oh,
Don't
come on.
say that out loud.
Dear Jesus, we make a crack name is made and it's already been shipped. Chowder keg has now been shipped with chowder left.
I remember that.
Hey, I see a pinky.
Yep.
Ponygeist.
That's
I would totally watch that movie.
I'd watch that.
I would watch that.
The stream went dead. Okay, now.
Oh, now it's back.
Unfortunately, that's gonna kind of happen.
Stability.
Well, stream. Yeah, if I could mod the stream stability, that'd be great.
I see a gecko.
It's another gecko.
Aww.
The first time I ever played New Vegas, I died to geckos because I was laughing too hard at how they run.
Yeah, it's like, how can I hurt that? It's oh god, I'm dead. Still laughing.
Yeah, that can happen.
That happened to me, but the last thing I saw was basically you hacking the gecko hunter and a little baby one going, "No, mother!"
No.
And then it went black.
Creating a new Cragby.
Oh god, I wish you could adopt like a baby gecko or a...
Of course, this group would love to adopt the little creatures.
Like, I've killed your mother. I am your mother now.
Just you wait. We're gonna go in and kill that entire nest of fire geckos and carry one out as our little baby pet, and that's just how it's gonna happen.
You're gonna find one of those baby two-headed bears, and Flotsam's gonna ride one into battle.
Baby Deathclaw.
Two-headed bears?
Yeah.
Yaguai. No, Yaguai don't have two heads, but they're...
Yaguai are two-headed. They're just naked bears.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe I guess if you cross a Brahmin with a Brahmin with a bear.
That's Pokemon logic, but apparently the NCR flag is the two-headed bear thing.
Bear.
Yeah.
So I totally see a two-headed Yaguai showing up.
Honestly, at this point, Pokemon logic, you could take an inanimate object, slap eyes on it, call it a pun, and you're done.
I think that's what they've been doing for the last.
I think the worst of those is the key one, because you already have problems trying to find your keys sometimes, right? But in the description it says that it hides from everything. So if it was your keys, like if you somehow did a locksmith thing for your door or whatever, now you're trying to find your keys that are trying to hide from you.
That's why you keep it in the Pokeball.
Actively.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, but there will never be a worse Pokemon than Trubbish.
Well, see, but that's the point, though, is that unless that little red beam can go and hit the cleft key or whatever after it's out of the Pokeball, then it's not going to go back.
Trubbish is garbage. Trubbish is literally garbage.
Okay, then.
It's literally a bin bag with a face.
Therefore, I empathize with it, obviously.
Hey, look, we had a sludge Pokemon already. I can't get mad at Trubbish.
Don't you diss Muck.
Yeah, but that's
I'm not dissing Muck. I like Muck, and it's
Muck is actually a pretty.
You can't say, oh God, no, it's rubbish. That's ridiculous. When we already have a Pokemon that's made of slime.
The slime Pokemon was at least there's precedent for slimes in games and things like slime monsters and muck monsters. That's actually something. Something that's literally made of trash is 10 times more ridiculous.
Now I need to get a female Muck and name it Mothlag.
Oh God.
I see what you did there.
I think I'm just steadily confusing Spud more and more.
I've stopped listening since Pokemon entered the picture. I'm just
outfit. Does that give you bonuses to your charming?
I'm guessing it does. Not that I'm really interested in getting outfits, but I guess you know. Loot is loot.
Clearly, Aurelia is a fashionista.
I think Aurelia would look really sharp in the checkered suit. Just saying.
I just wish the checkered suit had a mesh for female bodies.
That's always one of the fun things to do. Just go in there, kill him, and walk out with his clothes, and nobody says anything.
Yeah, but
because nobody likes him.
I hate doing that when you're a girl, though, because the suit does not have a mesh, at least in the base game, for female characters. It's always the male version.
Clip through.
And it doesn't clip; it just makes you look like a man. It makes you have a man body.
Oh, I was confused. I was like, "What in the hell are you talking about?" And then I was like, "Oh, right, wireframe, the mesh, the base for the." Okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I was a bit
Oblivious gets it.
Oblivious continues to live up to his name.
I've been living up to my name since before high school. This is not news to me. In fact, high school is actually when I got the name.
I was living up to my name before I even had the name. And then
well, I mean, I don't think I've ever actually explained where it comes from. I actually had a math teacher just stare at me and say, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said you are the most oblivious student I've ever met.
Weird.
He said.
Did he give you a medal? I would have asked for a medal.
I don't even think he was trying to be mean about it or anything. It was. And granted, this is in the same classroom where two of the upperclassmen managed to get stuck in the vent because they got bored waiting for the teacher to get back.
So they climbed into a vent.
Really?
They climbed into a vent, yes, they were that bored.
I didn't know that people could fit into vents in real life.
Well, they couldn't really. Is the problem?
That's the point.
they tried. It was like, oh, this is like. Well, I can only assume it was something. I was like, oh, this is like Die Hard, except that was a utility vent you could actually fit into. Luckily, we didn't have to call the fire department. They were able to wiggle out backwards, but
yeah.
But
the only reason they didn't get in trouble because the teacher was laughing too hard. I was like, you know what? I think the principal would have actually gotten in trouble. Would have yelled at the teacher for saying, "It's like you just made this up. There's no way this student is this stupid." But yeah,
that worked out perfectly.
And the stream keeps crashing for me.
Nothing I can do.
You're not the only.
To me also. To me also.
Well, I always like. It's a relic constantly rubbing grease on the camera. It's like, I don't want these people watching me.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh my.
It's not even like sexy or anything. It just doesn't like to be watched.
Oh my.
Oh my.
And now the conversation is George Decay.
George Decay.
Which I'm totally on board with.
Well, what you guys should do is do like the whole like quartet thing where you go like, oh my.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
And then the
you
bass.
sing songs, but all you can say is oh my.
The Decay foursome.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Seriously, you walked right into that one.
I did. I think I purposely set that one up.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
It's like you get the three what are the three? It's like tenor, baritone, bass.
Tenor, baritone, bass are the male voices. Soprano, alto, and mezzo-soprano are the female ones I can remember.
Okay, because like when I see a barbershop quartet, I was like, there's supposed to be three voices. I mean, there's supposed to be four voices, but there's
they probably double tenor.
Lived in Prim going on 8 years now.
2 tenors, 1 baritone, 1 bass.
For what it's worth, with things like they
So the only reason I even bothered to inquire about that was that that one Dexter's Lab episode where Dee Dee gets a bass voice. Oh, here we go. I can see people.
I'll tell you whatever I can.
Are you going to go and say hello to the robot?
I don't know. What does the robot say?
The robot says, check out that gun. It's right there. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is. It's right there. This gun has been stolen. It's not here. No, it totally is. Stop messing with me.
This gun was stolen like ages ago. No, it's totally there.
Welcome, partner, to the Mickey and Vance Casino. I totally can't remember his name, though. This bothers me.
Slim Jim. Or Prim Slim. Something Prim.
Yeah, Slim something or there.
Slim something. Slim Jim, Prim Slim.
I think it's something like
Slim Jim.
Well, we will
into a
find
Slim
out
Jim.
if Spud goes to talk to him.
Oh yeah!
Yes, the robot's name is Slim Jim. And he snaps into spice.
It's Prim Slim.
Yeah, it's Prim Slim.
Oh, fine.
I like it how like the Pip-Boy just continuously updates as you're talking to people.
Yeah.
As if
it's clearly interested.
Look at this gun that isn't here anymore.
This gun is amazing.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
I love that there's an option to make Prim Slim
Good
the
well,
mayor.
logo, partner.
I totally need to do that on one of my run-throughs.
I have.
Your science
It's
is not high enough.
Not
Need
that
more
much
science.
different. You just
Your science
wander
is not
around
tight
the
enough.
outside.
I like how that woman just like walked right over a bar stool.
Just casually walk
He's
over.
badass. If it
What,
was
you don't do that?
Well, sometimes I do.
They're stealing Aurelia stick.
I'm so badass I can just clip through things. Ow.
I'm so fresh.
Okay.
So fresh and clean.
Why is somebody shooting at you?
Because there's.
Why is it?
Come on, Eileen, you can blah 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 blah.
Ooh, nice.
I was thinking more along the lines of Relly's got a gun.
Got a headshot at the end?
Yes.
Kids with guns.